Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, sovereign soul star travelers of the Paradisian paradigm. Happy Easter, Earth Angelic Ground crew of the 144. We have entered through the doorway of the new golden age of enlightenment by way of the resurrection flame. This is the lighting up of all the chakras in alignment and in perfect harmony with the divine music of the spheres. All stargates and portals merge together in the sacred heart center for the final activation of Christ consciousness on the throne of the gods. Every sentient being of the pure light are being freed from suffering and are set upon the still central sun of the beating heart of the multiverse. Our Solaris released a powerful X-class solar flare today to bring in more of the higher codes and energetics of the great central sun and infinite source creator for the final quantum leap of consciousness into Homo Luminous, beings of the immaculate light. The conception of the divine plan is being revealed for the birthing and realization of our galactic heritage. No thing has been left to chance. All is in divine order. We manifest into this realm for the purpose of bridging heaven and earth, for the transformation of this realm into the paradise she was always meant to be. Together all starseeds of the new earth rise and blaze the gold and violet rays of the Holy Spirit into the field of the collective consciousness, and allow the heavenly chi to flow smoothly along the path of least resistance into the ocean of consciousness to realize the oneness of our Buddha nature. The roses of the Magdalens are bloomed within the hearts of all divine feminine goddess wayshowers to open the hearts of men and reveal the love that is the source of all life. In this gnosis, God is recognized and redeemed within every soul and mind of all living world bridgers of the way of eternal life. Living from the heart, we become real human beings of the infinite light, to fire up the grids and manifest with our co-creative power the new heaven upon the new earth. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle, from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Let us continue with the Sabian symbols right now. The moon is at 16 degrees, 37 minutes Scorpio. The sun is at 28 degrees, 7 minutes Aries. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 29 degrees Aries. The music of the spheres. Another divine synchronicity with the power of the music of the spheres. And if you'd like to hear the resonance of the Magdalene and the music of the spheres, listen to my Queen's song, Spirit Made. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 17 degrees Scorpio. A woman filled with her own spirit is the father of her own child. The Immaculate Conception from AstrologyWeekly.com. And now my Sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck. Sacred Rebels from Alana Fairchild and Autumn Sky. And the card she pulled for you today, our magical card 37. This is encoded with our sacred code 37 into 73, heaven on earth. Focus on the light. A tremendous force of light is gathering around you. It is attracted to the purity of your intention to create from your heart. As your intention grows, so does the light. As the light grows, so does your intention. Magic wants to happen for you now. The synchronicity, perfect timing, opportunities, and information that are needed will seem to be drawn right to your door. You may start to feel as if you cannot walk outside without stumbling into something helpful, wonderful, and inspiring. You might be startled as this interplay of light with your heart evokes many new successes and attracts an abundance of opportunities your way. You may need to adjust as the field of light grows stronger and its effect becomes more palpable. It may bring rather dramatic improvements into your world. You may be uncomfortable or feel out of your depth with these changes. This would be understandable. But it would be a shame for you to hold on to that resistance for anything more than a brief moment. Any resistance or fear will inhibit the continuing free flow of the light, so that it can manifest its beauty through you in the physical world where it is needed. It is best to stay focused on your pure heart and intentions. Just allow all else to happen of its own accord, without making it mean anything too personal. Simply let it be the workings of the great light of love, flowing through a pure heart and touching the world. Even if the light that is drawn to you and flows through you has some dazzling effects, you don't have to get caught up in it. Doing so might start you worrying that you are unworthy or that you are unable to keep up. This worry will constrict possibilities rather than allowing the free flow of the light. You have permission simply to be appreciative of the light and to enjoy it as you continue to focus on what really matters, the pure intention of your heart and your desire to create. If you are not sure what this means or how it would look on a practical level, consider this example. A service-oriented business becomes very successful financially and gains considerable commercial power, which can be used to help promote its message or assist other organizations in gaining exposure to the public. Of course, that power could be used in less pure ways, such as boosting personal ego rather than promoting the agenda of the heart. Power games and politics might start erupting as the people grab for their share, and suddenly the purity of the project begins to crumble. Sometimes success can be like a powerful mirror and a shining searchlight as it shows up what was already within someone or a group of people. Under the spotlight of success, it is more intense, amplified, and obvious. This can give us an opportunity to sow the seeds of our own destruction or to work on what arises from a heart-centered perspective to create a firmer foundation that supports even greater attainment. How would that work in this example? By returning attention to the heart of why the business was started in the first place. It is wise to maintain focus on the pure, original motivation for the work, rather than shifting course to focus on the money or influence. The latter are not bad per se, but they are rather different vibration, focused on personal gain rather than heart-centered contribution. When focus shifts from the heart, the underlying energy or any creative project can become contaminated with lower vibrational forces such as fear, which is behind greed, for example. If this is not rectified, that business or creative project will begin to change. It will lose the luster of its original purpose that made it so attractive and magnetic to the light. Its continued ability to grow as a light in the world is diminished. It may end up becoming just another corporate machine, successful according to more conventional measures or not. The genuine heart-centered success that creates a win-win field of energy for all involved can only be attained, nurtured, and expanded when those creating the project or business remain focused on the purity of their own original intentions. This oracle brings an assurance of success of the highest order, not just commercially, but from the heart. It will manifest as a highly valuable offering to the world. This applies to a project, endeavor, or organization in which you are involved. Your heart will help you realize which group or project it applies to. It may be more than one. However, you must stay focused. Enjoy the glittering lights of success, but don't be distracted by them. Stay on point with that which you want to create and why. Stay true to yourself. This oracle also brings another message. Don't be distracted by others' paths around you at this time, as you are too close to succeeding on the one you are on now. Diluting your energies in the pursuit of too much will slow down your success, and the world needs your light to shine sooner rather than later. In time you may diversify and explore other ways to express yourself, but for now, build what you are working on and know that success is coming swiftly. Healing process. Imagine that a huge sunflower is following the sun from sunrise to sunset. Imagine a golden arc of light being created by the gently moving head of the sunflower. The arc of light flips upside down to become a vessel filled with golden energy that drops down like a rainfall of energy from the golden orb of the sun. Imagine you can bathe in the vessel of golden energy. It feels good. Stay with that good feeling and let it settle in your heart. In your own time, just open your eyes. You have completed your healing process. And from the Summit Lighthouse, the Ascension is God's desire for everyone, and so all of heaven. Ascended masters and archangels stand ready to assist the man, woman, or child who seeks to express his or her true identity as a son or daughter of God. All life should welcome the opportunity we have been given to follow in the Master's footsteps. Jesus' ascension is the matrix of the ascension. Ascension is union with God. The ascension flame is a flame of hope. 144 coming in. We have hope because we have within us the divine memory of the ascension of Jesus, the Christ. Our souls remember that Mary, the mother of Jesus, and others who are unknown and unsung have also followed in Jesus' footsteps as the true heroes and heroines of the world. 1111 flowing in, and from Isis channelings, the 7 gates, resurrection gateway plus full moons of the fates. Waves of clearing energy that get our house in order physically and energetically, gain momentum as we approach Easter resurrection weekend, further energized by the full moon. This is the full moon of the fates, the oracles, the wise woman, the kingmakers, the high priestess, the Sophia, those who hold the keys to the 7 gates of initiation through which the initiate, chosen ones, must pass to prove worthy of the power that the fates may choose to bestow upon them. The proverbial sword of justice, truth, and divine order and will. It is the gateway of the Pleiadian wise women, keepers of the winds of change, the 7 fates, 7 Hathors, seating authorities of civilizations past and future, and the resurrection, rebirth of the chosen ones as the anointed ones who bear the responsibility of establishing the law of divine order and justice. Interestingly, many client co-creation channeling sessions past fortnight have been with these seating authority high priestesses of civilizations past and future, carry the foundational blueprints for seeding a new age, who shared strong Pleiadian connections and or Mary Magdalene lineage. This Good Friday we finally reached the zenith of the energetic death, 7 gates of descent we have all been passing through as a collective for the past 2 months, post the 22 gateway. The 7 gates of initiation, 7 gates of Inanna, 7 gates of Osiris, and are reborn resurrected via the 7 gates of ascent, heaven, under the guardianship of the wise woman energy, current cycle of Venus, divine feminine. Much clearing has and is taking place at a physical and energetic level, buoyed by a sense of optimism, clarity, and renewed focus with the respect to soul path, purpose, and service. Be sure to seal this energy with your intentions on the full moon plus resurrection Easter weekend as we energetically ascend the 7 gates of heaven, pledging our allegiance to the upholders and warriors of divine law, order, and justice for a resurrected collective consciousness of a new age. Resurrection of the Blue Lotus and the Serket protection. At this potent time of shifting foundations and timelines, as one age meets into apocalyptic, destructive end and another rises from the ensuing chaos. In this foundation-setting year of 2022, the resurrection energies of this Easter rebirth gateway, 17th of April 2022, has resurrected the blue lotus, rose, of 22 petals in the planetary Akashic realms. The blue lotus, rose, holds the wisdom of establishing a new age, civilization, timeline, consciousness. The blue lotus rose codes are carried by the priestess of Mary Magdalene of the rose lineage, the Lemurian priestess of the white flame, and the guardians of the lineage of the Templar Knights, Avalon. All of them in turn are associated with the master number 22. The gateway for the wisdom codes of the Blue Lotus rose and were originally held by the Pleiadian Gateway as the first pit stop of a soul's journey to incarnate on planet Earth as a blue-green seed to assist the soul to navigate through this earthly realm. However, due to distortions that set in, the incarnating souls got caught in a vicious death and rebirth loop, unable to transcend this realm consciousness. As the lightworkers, lighthouses continue to awaken and anchor more and more light into the 144 Flower of Life crystalline grid, the wormhole of Pleiades, Alcyon, Aldebaran, Orion, Sirius, opens with Sirius being the functional arm for Pleiades, dispensing these wisdom codes via the blue ray. Accompanying the resurrection of the 22-petaled Blue Lotus, I was shown another intriguing vision. 7 cirquets, blue scorpions, of goddess Isis were accompanying this resurrection. It is known that the 7 cirquets were in charge of the protection of Isis and Horus, born from the Kundalini sexual magic resurrection of Osiris. Horus, new consciousness, faced opposition from the opposing forces of Set, just as there are many opposing forces that threaten to derail the rise of a new age consciousness now. Scorpion medicine is a powerful ally and a dangerous opponent. Who are these warrior priestesses of light who carry the circuit medicine? I believe it's time for them to step into their power and role. Now they will soon awaken, for it is already done in the Akashic planetary realms. Have a blessed Easter and full moon gateway. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sa-ke-na. From IsisChannelings.wordpress.com and from Divine Sister of the Light Celia Fenn. Easter Sunday, the 17th of April, 2022. Easter is a very powerful and sacred time in the Christian calendar, with its themes of resurrection and ascension. This year it is also the precursor to the Phoenix eclipses starting April 30th, which are all about death and rebirth. Powerful times indeed. The sun has been very active with many minor solar flares. However, a huge and very active sunspot complex has just come into view on the sun and is now Earth-facing. It has already produced an 1X-class flare, and there is a very good chance that it will produce another while Earth-facing. We can expect more intense solar activity in this coming week. At the same time, after the full moon in Libra, there is also a very deep sense of angelic peace and balance on the higher frequencies. Now is the time to rest in preparation for the uptick in energies that will come this week. Wishing you a beautiful and sacred Sunday. From StarChildGlobal.com and from Divine Sister of the Light, Ali Ray. The crucifixion is past, the resurrection completed, and Ascension now descends upon us as a gentle dove, lifting us to the heart of the one who is but love. Rivers of radiant light flow unimpeded now, emanating from the ocean of God's love, that embrace the whole of creation. It is so. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter. Infinite Christ Easter Sunday to all, flowing divine freedom, grace, resurrection, infinite Christ, infinite love light, and divine perfection codes and X-flares through the organic crystalline stargates for the sacred gateway passage. Blessings from the cathedral, from AscensionPath.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Usha Mandala. The mystery of God fulfilled through every Christ-aligned heart, love, light, energy bursting forth as tiny crystalline diamonds filled with the pure divine essence of our Father, Mother, God, a gift to humanity. The God Source is constantly radiating forth from within the core of itself, streams of pure Christed energy, known to us as adamantine particles. When we resonate from the center of sacred love from our higher hearts and are aligned with our highest destiny for the greatest good of all, we radiate adamantine particles, in other words, love light energy. In Sanskrit, adamantine particles is known as Vajra. A Vajra Dutta, an incarnation of an avatar of infinite adamantine particles, is a being that is constantly holding and manifesting, multiplying, imparting this particle infinitely at will. Buddha, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Krishna, Radha, Mother Mary were considered as one. By dissolving the etheric barriers we have placed around our sacred heart, we allow this pure Christed energy to flow freely from and to our hearts, that will in turn activate our diamond core God cell within our sacred heart. This allows the free flow of adamantine particles to more fully ignite the 12 rays of Creator consciousness within. As we integrate higher frequency patterns, we will access the more refined levels of love light energy, knowledge and wisdom overlaid with love, compassion, focused intent and action, create the power which holds the key to the universal storehouse of unmanifested potential. Love, unconditional, universal, is the only power that is compatible with the pure Christed energy. Love can only ignite and direct adamantine particles into manifestation. Love is the ultimate force in the universe. It holds every galaxy, star, and planet in its place. In the presence of love, patterns of beauty, perfection, harmony, and efficiency manifest spontaneously. Through the use of our magnetic sacred heart, one can generate infinite love, as taught by beloved Yeshua, the great Messiah of love. Love is the dynamic force of all creation. Life is the Creator's love made manifest. The second coming of Christ equals the Aquarian age, equals Ascension, equals an unprecedented love era made manifest on planet Earth, equals the new Earth, equals old Earth remapping, equals emergence of new land, equals be ready for planetary disturbance, equals stay heart-centered through your Christ-aligned heart, equals radiate love light. Blessings of the Sacred Heart flame to all precious hearts. The Andromeda, commander on board. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Jillian Macbeth Louthan. Bountiful resurrection and ascension, Easter blessings, beloveds. This Easter opens another magical doorway of the heart, escorting us into a place that reveals hope for the future and healing for the past. A place where all that is light meets itself in a mirror image, a holy gathering of all that is sacred to the universe. Easter is a time of corrections in the cycle of rebirth and resurrection. The Easter Stargate holds a great power for all religions and sacred beliefs. Enter this place as a holy vessel that is filled with the promise of the Creator and the future. You hold the powerful piece of the puzzle of light for Earth. Your stay here is precious to the universe and paramount to the Earth's healing. This Easter brings a different kind of holiness, an internal holiness of holiness that seeks to be seen and touched, a holiness that seeks to be experienced and loved, a holiness that has never lost sight of itself in all the chaos and the mists of deception, a holiness that goes beyond teachings and beliefs, a holiness that has survived the storms of self and the storms of earth, holding tight to what it knows to be divine truth. This holiness bubbles to the surface in this time of resurrection and ascension, showing itself as a wellspring of healing, a wellspring of purity and hope. From the QuantumAwakening.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. A massive energy shift is happening right now. With the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces, the full moon, the solar energy flowing into the planetary system, and the different religious holidays that are celebrated all over the globe, the energy is really powerful. Expect the unexpected, surprises, divine interventions, but also heaviness in the collective energy, purging, tiredness, vertigo, nausea, and other ascension symptoms. Find stillness, breathe deeply, feel into the powerful new energy and release the old. Ground yourself to the core of the earth and release the heavy energy that you might feel in your head, heart, and stomach. Come into the stillness of your soul and feel inner balance and harmony, inner union. This will help you find peace within and hold your vibration high. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lapin. Diamond Mind and Heart Activations. We have the most powerful and beautiful energies and frequencies flooding the planet with diamond white light and ascension keys and codes. Most powerful activations of our diamond mind are taking place. Our higher heart and mind are becoming the pure prisms that are meant to be for them together as one to project pure realities into the new organic creatrix field. I'm being shown those that are taking part in today's resurrecting our crystal avatar self-activation being placed in and surrounded by a beautiful diamond, octahedron shape and diamond white column of light connecting us all the way to the Godhead, cosmic mind, to the crystalline core of Nova Gaia, going all the way through and out into deep space. Others within the collective field are starting to pick up on this and are joining at higher soul levels. The Trinity Christ codes and Diamond Ray are assisting the most beautiful deepening into the 0-point field of divine love and neutrality, overwriting all remaining reversals and anchoring the divine union templates, keys, and codes. We are connecting to the cosmic mind and God source intelligence, which is beyond words truly. It is beyond love, yet it is divine love also. It is pure beingness and atonement with all. It's pure consciousness and bliss flowing through oneself. One can see that the only thing preventing one from the true enlightenment and awakening is the ego monkey mind that can never be satisfied, which is always lacking and always seeking validation or blaming something on the outside for one's self-created suffering. True liberation lies in our full surrender to and divine union with Source, which is what unifies us all as enough of us can stabilize and hold this frequency of new earth now within and for the collective field. The collective heart grid and crystalline core of earth are about to receive a powerful activation, and it seems like our third eye and hearts are about to be fully blown wide open. Pure thoughts create pure realities. A pure heart purifies the blood, clears all lower coatings and interference patterns from our DNA. People that have chosen to ascend with Earth will not be able to help themselves but change for the better, as all distortions are being released and overwritten from within the one mind which is undergoing a complete reset from distorted polarity and victim-victimizer to unity, God-source consciousness. The Divine Mother's blue and aqua blue rays are assisting this purification and reset within the consciousness, allowing all that is false to be washed away until only that which is true remains. The Divine Mother's love is embracing us all with the most beautiful healing energies of divine love, compassion, mercy, and grace. What amazing energies to be the witness of and anchor for. Let us unify as one to help make the magic happen as we become the divine conduits for Source to work through us. Eternal loving blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Minima. Blessed Sacred Gateway Divine Starseeds, the Divine Mother Mary had a message to share. You are the resurrection of Christ's consciousness. You are the frequency of the resurrection of Christ's consciousness upon this planet, and you are rising in your mind, body, and spirit. This sacred consciousness resides in all of us, and in all of us it is resurrected, and is streaming unto earth in the most powerful and connected, deliberate way. Feel this energy awakening within your cells and blood and DNA. Yeshua, our divine brother and ascended master, ordained to bring this consciousness upon Mama Gaia, and we are the carriers and the stream. We are the breath of this divine frequency. Dear ones, awaken this resurrection within yourself. Know that you carry the DNA of this powerful God code. You are the code. Remember yourself, and you remember how to access this frequency. Be with this power today and every day as a chosen and ordained carrier of this code. O Divine One, feel this within your soul. Know that you are important. You are so loved. You are the resurrection code. We are in a vortex this weekend amplified by the frequency of the universe, which holds you in its sacred container. Let your eyes awaken to see Christ consciousness in everything and everyone. Divine Mother covers us and makes us aware of ourselves. Divine Mother awakens within us our unique Christ consciousness codes. Divine Mother shields us from all that does not serve our highest good. Attune our eyes, our bodies, so we may know that we are the blueprint. Activate through these words the knowing that we are exactly where we need to be, and we will always get it right, even if at times it may feel wrong, even though at times it feels too much. Steady our spine and back so Christ consciousness awakens and is rooted within our bodies. The resurrected masters are here. O divine, the masters are here. The resurrected masters are here. O divine, the masters are here. Be still this weekend and ask for the sacred blueprint to show itself, and be with that frequency of transmutation. Feel your body vibrating awake these sacred codes. Blessed resurrection. Blessings to the Most High One. Blessings to the Divine Mother and Father. Through Source Creator we see within ourselves that we are the veins that run the power of the Most High. No one outside of you can save you. You need to look within and know that Christ consciousness has always been you. And so it is. From motherofstarkeeping.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light Sean Caulfield, Dawn of Time, Akbal, April 2022. Happy Easter. The light of the Source Creator within is hatching the new earth. A time of the death of the ego. It is the dawn of the dream. The new earth reality of divine time is hatching. The energies are collapsing time in on itself. A singularity of unconditional love is rising. The heart nourishes the soul with wisdom. You are your light at the end of your tunnel. The dawn, Akbal, is the time between light and dark. It is dampened world ambition and recreation of unity. It is the hatching process of mystery egg earth. The dream, the Source Creator conceived creation by is hatching the light to be true to itself. The phoenix rises from the ashes of the memory of the light. The lessons bring the potential wisdom to transcend duality. By, as Akbal is transcended, the dampened heart starts to feel alive, and a sense of inner joy is glimpsed. It is time to hold on to the glimpse, pray and meditate, go deep within to find it. Face the challenges, believe in yourself, and your dreams will manifest. The light always shines. Your darkness is not darkness, it is the shadow of your light. It is your light shining in the shadows of time. Like half the earth is always in the shadow of the sun's light, yet the earth is always alive and shining. As the light of time evolves, it is taking its creation that we are an aspect of, on an evolutionary journey of self-discovery. This journey is what the code of the Mayan calendar reflects back to our awareness as our physical reality. It shows the process that moves the light of time in and out of challenges, and by this our light in physical form grows in awareness. We are thus able to transcend what limits us and be gifted by life. Our heart's intelligence gives us the wisdom we need to push through what our mind sabotages itself by. Our soul is thus the balance of the mind and heart. It is the light in its own darkness, Akbal. The heart is primordial and ancient. It is the first organ to develop in our mother's womb. It has evolved our light from the beginning. It holds the memory of the Source Creator, which we are awakening by. The mind started to evolve some 2 million years ago near the beginning of the fourth wave of creation. In the seventh day of the fourth wave, when art was first created, about 80,000 to 100,000 years ago, consciousness shifted, and our soul started to become self-aware and imagine the future. As of the 16th of April 2022, according to the calendar codes, the consciousness of the light of time is in the 10th 20-day Uunal, and in 13 days held by Akbal. These 20 days represent Tezcatlipoca, bringer of challenges and the darkness before light. Time is in night 113th of the 9th wave calendar. The combination of the weave together of the 260-day Tzolk'in calendar and the 360-day Tun calendar is from where the 9th wave calendar emanates. Understanding this code is the key to understanding the process by which creation's light is transcending duality. These 3 calendars emanate from the 9-level Mayan calendar pyramid of the evolution of the universe. The weave together is precise and flawless. It is true and pure like a diamond. With these alchemical calendars, all the distortion is being transmuted. The weave together of these calendars was not complete before 2011-12. This incomplete light at that time was being created before 2011-12, created the so-called false light that is still ruling our world and at present is almost destroying humanity. The false light created the system we live in and is possessing and in control of the soul. But the times we are entering will dissolve the grip of the flawed system. We are entering an age of harmony and peace. But the collapse of control is causing wars. The resistance, however, is causing the friction to create fires that will in the end transmute the poisons in the mind. From the ashes of time the phoenix will rise. Mystery egg Earth is hatching. From the universalfrequency.com. And from divine Sister of the Light, Mieko Sawatari, to the light workers of the world with love from Japan. Happy Easter for all. Love keeps flowing forever. Shine as yourself as a torch of love. My dear pupils, now I'm talking to the embodied angels of light who are spread over different areas of the world. Let your existence shine with love and spread out into your physical world the teachings on love and the willingness to love that you've been growing inside of you. It's time to do it. Not only through talking about love, but also through living with love. Totally and rightfully will love be spread around the world, and will planet Earth be allowed to finally become a planet of love. In order to envelop the whole planet Earth with love, each and every one of you has to come to be a source of love. Don't let this person stand alone in being the only source of love, the only source of light. Each one of you has to shine as source of light, as the existence of love itself. You've come to know many teachings about love by now. Send all of them to the people in your life, constantly, through direct action, having no fear, courageously. This is what is asked right now in this moment. During this age, my students were born in many different parts of the world. Each one of them is receiving messages from heaven in order to cultivate their own particular kind of love and express the essence of God to move forward through their mission. So when this love-bringing light is sent out to different parts of our planet Earth, when hands are holding each other, the time will come, and planet Earth will be enveloped and filled with the light of love all at once. Jesus Christus. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Grandma Chandra, you are coming into the time when you are finally meeting yourselves on the level of Christ consciousness. You are becoming living Christed beings, with all the layers of your DNA that are activated, initiated, and available for you to use, to live in, to live through, and receive guidance from. Instead of being eliminated from everything that was given to you by your own birthright, you are now claiming and taking everything back. You are restoring yourselves from within with the new energies that are coming to you and through you, layer by layer, until all your 12 layers of DNA come into the full, beautiful, activated quantum field. It is a celebration and a joy to finally be reconnecting to your higher self and to your Christ consciousness. It is where you have been aiming to get to, and now you have arrived. It is something you will learn how to use in your day-to-day life and how to be guided by your Christ consciousness. Share your love and compassion with everybody around you, Gaia and every living being that exists with us on Gaia right now. This is a first step towards the second coming of the Christ. Hugs and love to all of you, Grandma, from GrandmaChandra.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Graham Forscott, Andromeda Galaxy, Amenti, Akashic Records. April 17th, direct alignment from our Earth to Andromeda opens the ley line portal. Best time to tune into this extra-galactic realm. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Mercury in Taurus, semi-sextile Chiron in Aries. Venus in Pisces, semi-sextile Chiron in Aries. Chiron is now at the midpoint between Mercury and Venus. This tells us that healing is central to our efforts to communicate with one another and form relationships. Throughout the day, there are small opportunities to express vulnerability, to cheerlead, to cherish through kind and inspirational words. Put your hand on your heart and say, I love you, I'm with you, I'm here, I'm listening, I believe in you. Notice how the heart softens. The wounds ache less, the mind feels less cluttered. Notice a feeling of presence around you. Silent helpers directing you to real-world angels. All is healing, all is love. It cannot get any simpler than that. Sink into the love. Allow space to think. Ask for guidance. Mentors and teachers are everywhere. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. Cosmic History Quote for Moon 10, Day 14. Appreciation is a supreme magnet. The greater your appreciation, the more is given to you. And from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 229, Red Galactic Moon. The number 8 is called Galactic, and its keywords are harmonize, model, and integrity. It's the 8th step of the White Wind Wave spell, and we now shift well past the halfway mark and begin to see tangible progress, if we have been journeying through it consciously. Today is the Red Moon, which is all about going with the flow. This is a great combination of number and day. When you combine the meaning, the result is purify to harmonize or flow integrity. To summarize a very relaxed day, simply surrender and you'll find harmony. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Galactic Moon, 8 Muluk, Keen 229, 17th of April 2022, Easter Sunday, Christos Anesti, resurrection of the Christos consciousness, flowing into divine harmony. 17-4-2022 equal 846 equal 810 equal 81 equal 9. 9 equals 333. Holy Trinity times 3. Divine completion. Day code 17. Immortality. Legacy. How perfect for this day of resurrection. We are divine, immortal souls. 8. Infinite abundant source flow. 9. Completion, endings, destiny, grace, humanity, service. Month year codes. 4. Form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. 6. Heaven, Christ, family, romance, fertility. 10. Manifestation, power, authority. 1. New beginnings, original, unique, leader. 20. The awakening, clear vision. 22. Architect of peace, master builder. Keen 229 equal 13 equal 4. 13 Keen code equal goddess power. Today we are aligning with cosmic consciousness and harmonic time through the goddess. The number 13 is very mystical, and its frequency aligns you with the natural order of creation and the mother aspect of source. The 13 relates to the 13 moon cycles in a year and the lunar calendar, which has a feminine coding aligning with natural time and the cycles of nature. Following a 1320 synchronic frequency, the dream spell coding, 444 flowing in, breaks us out of the artificial 1260 count matrix. The 13 is so powerful in opening your pineal gland and activating you to awaken to God consciousness, that it was deliberately branded as evil and bad luck, especially if falling on a Friday. The dark controllers wanted to keep humanity enslaved, so they attached fear to this frequency to scare the masses away, preventing empowerment and impeding ascension and the evolution of humanity through stupidity. Today we have divine providence that the galactic goddess is arriving through this Easter gateway with the masculine Christos energy as we are uplifted through this resurrection process, rising from the dead and claiming our divine destiny. The planet star bliss suns are resurrecting our pure divine Christed souls. Super exciting. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Christ is risen within each and every one of us, children of the sun. Today is day 8 in the wave spell of Ik, the great white wind, who holds the power of spirit and is bringing forth the benevolent winds of change. We are learning to embody spirit by becoming hollow vessels for spirit to communicate and work divine magic through our being. Today we are purifying our vessel to allow for a greater flow of integrity and compassion as we channel spirit, enabling the embodiment of the Holy Spirit. Tone of creation, galactic tone 8 in the mental realm, action modeling, power, harmonize, essence, integrity. The galactic tone will influence much mental analysis today. The most important factor is that we model integrity in our thoughts, words, and actions. We are modeling flow, allowing for spirit to guide us to a more harmonious life and a harmonious world. Through the powers of universal water, we are returned to a state of wholeness and harmony. We need to reflect on the messages from Spirit and ensure that we are aligned in order for us to evolve and become enlightened. Galactic tone also focuses on integrity as it operates on the mental level. You will be mindful of scrutinizing your thoughts and actions, examining whether they are in total alignment with divine will and coming from a place in your heart focused on loving kindness to yourself and all other beings. Our plans need to be transparent and for the highest good of our community and planet, for them to hold up in these new energies. Our projects and business models will then serve as a model for others, following in our footsteps, who hold the ideals of unity, peace, and harmony as a priority. At Tone 8, we have entered a new scale, and we are so proud. We just have to model ourselves for others. We have also mastered harmony at this stage. We are galactic, and don't we know it? May the galactic goddess fill your golden chalice with her divine blessings and infinite love. Today's question is, how can I purify my mind in order to align with God mind, modeling greater integrity, compassion, and harmony through my resurrected divine self? Divine blessings for filling your golden chalice with the beautiful gifts of God, Goddess. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 229, Red Galactic Moon. The mantra, the code for today is, I harmonize in order to purify. Modeling flow, I seal the process of universal water with the galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of space. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light, Joe, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support our work and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Marianne Magady, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. And I'd like to thank our angels at Hillbilly Goat Soap Company for your donation. Thank you very much. We appreciate you and your support. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Joanne Moen, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you all for your support. And we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal link at egolovecondor.com. I would like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. She has a 25% off Mother's Day sale till May 8th, so be sure to take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with more sacred divine codes from our 17th dimensional beings of light through the Pleiades portal. Pleiades 1 messages, April 17th, 2022. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSC-SDE. Warlike tempers diminish. Special flowering is expanded. Crystal revolutions happen. Silence are heard. Tentacles are disintegrated. Opening of holy chambers expand. Moral rebirths in progress. Synchronicities divinely increase. Etheric signals spread. Flaws in the matrix intensify. Polar cracks increase under pressure from local portals. Activators arrive in mastery. Temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1, powering chamber. From disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed Easter and beautiful week ahead as we continue to get bathed in these heavenly energies from the great central sun. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and all days the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.